Sir, I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. See, the President's address to the joint session of Parliament is a constitutional obligation. The governors also have this constitutional obligation to make an address in the legislative assemblies. See, unfortunately, this has become a ritual, a mere ritual. See, the President is supposed to give the new policies and vision of the government for the next financial year. Now, the speech, the address has degraded into mere narration of the programs, one by one. No new policy statement, except a reference regarding the simultaneous elections. I didn't find any other point, any new policy or vision embedded in the address. See, it is unfortunate that various schemes are depicted in Hindi only. My learned friend HVD has numbered some 12 or 13 these schemes as Prime Minister's schemes. See, all these schemes are known by their name in Hindi only. I'm coming from a non-Hindi state. I'm not against Hindi. I know to read and write Hindi. I'm not proficient. But all our national schemes, all central schemes are named after Hindi names. There is no equivalent, no English equivalent is given. Swachh Bharat, okay, there is this Clean India. So my humble submission is, for every scheme of the central government, if it is in Hindi, there should be an English equivalent to the schemes. Referring to the various statements of the President, there is no translation in English. See, every scheme should be known to the masses by their literal meaning. If a person is not proficient in Hindi, he can understand the real literal meaning of the words. So, I repeat my submission that all the central schemes should be supported by an equivalent English term so that the masses can understand its full implication. See, at the outset, the President says that this is a historic session, and his argument is based on the fact that the advancement of the budget cycle and merger of the railway budget. That's why he says this is a historic session. But I think it will remain as a tall claim without proof of its advantage. See, the former railway minister, the former law minister is here. I think the railway budget is sidelined. Just some references. It's a public utility service and needs a special consideration. I think so. So, there should be a separate railway budget. And in paragraph 16, a very rosy picture of the climatic condition of the nation is depicted. The President ought to have mentioned the drought situation in South India also, especially in the states like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and other South Indian states. The President has given a rosy picture, good crops, good monsoon, good rain. But the fact is that Tamil Nadu, as well as Kerala and other southern states, are reeling under drought. Then para 55 says about demonetization. And it says that demonetization was aimed to combat the evils of black money, corruption, counterfeit currency, and terror financing. Demonetization was a bold step. I won't question its bona fides. But one thing is clear. The rationing of currency was not anticipated. Even by the government, I think. There was not sufficient preparation. There was sufficient foresight. So for the common man, it is a tragedy. And the common man suffered most. And I think, as again I refer to Mr. Yechuri, somebody claimed that this is a surgical strike. To compare this demonetization with surgical strike is really an insult to our armed forces and their supreme service, supreme sacrifices. This demonetization has not the essential ingredients of a surgical strike. A surgical strike has its own ingredients. One is maximum destruction of the target with the minimum casualty on the striking side. Here, unfortunately, the target may be the black money, target may be fake currency, target may be corruption. But unfortunately, the target was the common man, and the common man was the casualty. We saw long queues, several hardships, and this currency rationing. So don't compare this, please don't compare this move with surgical strike. That's my point. Actually, the common man suffered the brunt of this demonetization. And I was hearing the arguments from Ravi Shankar Prasad to just completed speech. I'm sorry to say that we have to support the motion expressing thanks to the President. That has also become a ritual. But I can't find any merit in Sri Ravi Shankar Prasad's motion. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The next speaker is Dr.